This is a Japanese urban legend, a story whispered on the internet, known as Kune Kune. Some say it is only superstition, but others believe if you look too closely, you will never return the same. Tonight, let me tell you the full story. It happened when I was a child. Every summer during Obon, the time when families honor their ancestors, we visited my grandmother's house deep in the countryside of Akita. The air was fresh, so different from the city. The wind carried the smell of soil, the sound of cicadas, and the endless green of the rice fields. My older brother and I ran and laughed, chasing each other along the narrow paths. The mud stuck to our shoes. The sun beat down from above. It was summer at its strongest. But around noon, the air changed. The wind suddenly stopped. And then a strange warm breeze swept across the fields. It was heavy, sticky, almost as if it carried a fever. I muttered angrily, "Why does it have to blow hot wind when it's already so hot?" But my brother wasn't listening. He was staring far into the distance, past the scarecrow, standing stiffly in the field. I followed his gaze, and then I saw it too. At first I thought it was just a trick of the heat, a shimmer on the horizon. But no, it had a shape. Something tall, something white, human-like, yet it was moving in a way no human ever could, wriggling, twisting, like a body with no bones, like cloth caught in water, but with a will of its own. Earnest. I tried to laugh it off. Maybe it's a new kind of scarecrow, something the farmers made. Maybe the wind is moving it. But then, the warm breeze died completely. The air was still. And yet, the white figure kept writhing. My brother's voice shook. "It's still moving, even without wind. What is that thing?" Curiosity consumed him. He ran back to the house, returned with binoculars clutched in his hands. "I'll look first," he said, almost excited. But the moment he raised them to his eyes, his expression drained. The color vanished from his face. His lips trembled. Sweat poured from his forehead as if he had seen death itself. The binoculars slipped from his hands, clattering onto the dirt path. I asked, "What did you see?" When he spoke, his voice wasn't his voice anymore. It was distorted, deep, as if something else was speaking through him. "You must not know. You must not look." Then he turned, and slowly, step by step, walked back toward the house. I stood frozen, my heart hammering in my chest, but curiosity clawed at me. I bent down. I reached for the binoculars. And just then, I heard running footsteps behind me. My grandfather, pale and frantic, was rushing toward me. His sandals slapped against the dirt road. His breathing was ragged. It was the sound of desperation. "Don't look at that white thing," he shouted, his voice cracked with fear. "Tell me, did you see it through the binoculars?" I didn't," I stammered. At that, his knees buckled. He dropped down, tears of relief in his eyes. "Good. Thank goodness." He grabbed me by the arm, dragged me back toward the house. Inside, the air was heavy. The room smelled faintly of incense. Shadows flickered in the dim light. My grandmother and parents were crying, but not for me. In the corner of the room, my brother was laughing. Not a laugh of joy, not even madness. It was something else, something inhuman. His body twisted and bent. His arms jerked at impossible angles. His whole form writhed, just like the white figure in the fields. From that day forward, he was no longer my brother. Before we left, my grandmother whispered to my parents, "It's better if he stays here in the countryside. In the city, people would notice. In time, we will let him wander back into the fields. That will be best." I screamed, begged them not to abandon him, but the brother I knew was already gone. As we drove away, my grandparents waved from the dirt road, and in the distance, my brother stood, his head tilted, his mouth smiling in that strange way. I raised the binoculars one last time. Through the lenses, I saw his smile. But then, tears began to stream down his face. It was the first and the last time I ever saw him cry. I lowered the binoculars, sobbing. I told myself, someday he'll return to normal. But as the car turned the corner, I made a mistake. I lifted the binoculars again and looked out over the rice fields. And that was when I saw it. The white figure, closer than ever, wriggling, twisting, moving like no human body could. The thing I was never meant to see. That is the story of Kune Kune, a figure that should never be approached, never be seen too clearly, because once you look, you can never turn back.